Hi guys, welcome back to LARP School. We are back on r/LARP, and today I need to laugh a bit. What was the stupidest mistake you made that got your character killed, or otherwise in big trouble? Part 2. About a year ago, in a LARP with rules highly inspired from D&D 3.5 and the lore of Forgotten Realms, my character, a mage/warrior, was married to the character of my IRL wife. We were going inside a portal in a line which led to the final battle of the game. We got in just before the last person, a bard who were encouraging people with his music and his guitar. After 1 minute of walking, the music suddenly stops. I look behind me and I see the bard 10 feet in the air, trapped inside some kind of unknown horror magic plants. And then I feel some of them on my feet crawling upward. That was a big nope for me, so I instantly teleported myself to the front of the line of people who were just walking at 2 kilometers an hour and tell them to hurry the fuck up and running like their life was on the line. Eventually, after some screaming, all the people alive gathered at the end of this first tunnel, and I realised my mistake. I forgot my wife. My wife is dead. Like the next person killed by the plants after I teleported my ass to the front. After being an ugly mess, crying my eyes out, and a final battle where I did close to nothing except survive, the character of my wife returned, and oh boy, she was not happy. If we had a couch and a bed, I would have probably slept on the floor. I still feel guilty about it today. Okay, I'm starting to think after that last little laugh there, are you really guilty, or is that just a good story to tell at parties? Because I've got a feeling it's going to be the latter. That is a damn good story to tell. Yeah, so let me tell you about the time that I killed my wife. It was my first night at Lorien Trust. I just joined my brother's very well-known group. I was antsy for a fight. The guilds were being attacked by monsters, so I asked around and a group of 5 of us wandered over for a scrap. The werecat I was with said to me, "We need to fight our way through the battle line, so we'd be on the right side." And I never made it over there. I was quickly swept and dragged in front of some kind of demon with the 5-foot wingspan, where I was promptly fataled. The demon then stood over me to watch me die. I lay there for a few minutes, accepting my death due to my own stupidity, before someone lifted my shield and saw my group symbol. A few seconds later, I hear the shout, "Wardens!" and I knew I had a chance to survive. Moments later, the werecat from the group appeared at my feet, staring at the monster that was wasting my pattern, halving the death count, and started tearing into him before picking me up and dragging my unconscious body back to the group in time to save my life. I was hooked after that. Lorien Trust is definitely a LARP I want to do at some point. I want to do Lorien Trust, CP, Green Cloaks, and possibly Empire as well, if I can next year. Touch wood, I'll be able to do all of those. Do you want to hear a series of bad decisions? Well, let me introduce you to Plume, feather in Shakespeare's tongue. He's between an elf from Santa's workshop and a leprechaun. It's a lutin. As a lutin, he's all love, innocent and naive, wearing rainbow clothes and giving fruits to everybody he met. But this lutin, he's a necromancer one. First bad decision. But he's a nice necromancer. He just helps healing people with some bad timing. He speaks to dead to know if he can pickpocket them. Because, you know, you're dead. You don't care about money anymore. He wants to use the power of death for life purpose. How noble. And how generous was he? Giving fruits and drinks to anyone, but not any fruit or alcohol. Enchanted ones. Magic ones. Giving you a silly voice or not being able to swear. Yeah, Eleanor Shellstrop style. But oh boy, it was a second bad decision. Third error. Plume was part of a group of primal races. Orcs, trolls, elves, you get the idea. And they do not like necromancy, like at all. But Plume does, convinced he can do good with it. So when an evil necromancer queen pops in, what does he do? He joins. Some say the queen adopted him against his own will. And now for the grand final. You must know, at the end of one of the events, magic disappeared. Panic ensued, but we would have to live with it. For the following event, I bought fruits again, Tagada strawberries, and rolled them in salt. No magic. No magical strawberry, nor silly voices. And for this event, my goal was to go back to my tribe. And when I arrived, what did I get? No, Plume, you're banished. What? I didn't betray anyone, it's you. You betray... Oh. Whatever. Then, fine. Let's go back to the queen. Only she loves me. Oh, but she's busy with some demonic being. There's a trade of sort, and he's asking for things. For... what did he ask? Fruits? Now remember when I said I had salty strawberries? Now imagine how did I feel when the queen looking at me yelled, Plume! Give him some fruits, and give some to me too. I had to kneel in front of all these undeads, begging, Your Majesty, my fruits are not... Okay, I'll shut up. From the stare the player had biting the salty fruit, I knew what was coming. One order yelled, and her knight drew his sword to stab me, but he didn't expect my racial power to teleport to my home. Aha! Just before the fatal blow, I yelled, Teleport! From the look on his face, he was so disappointed, but remember when my tribe told me, You're banished? I did, and the only home I had was the Queen's. I moved 3 meters away and reappeared at the centre of the royal court. From the look on everyone's face, I knew I had it coming. Everyone had a bit of me, and here I died with one failed teleport and a series of bad decisions. Oh, Plume. Oh, can I erect a statue? That is beautiful. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. At a sci-fi system, I had a character that had been there for about 2 years or so and worked his way up to Sergeant at Arms. He was a melee tank who could maybe take 4 to 5 newbie monsters all alone. Was part of a group called the Men at Arms who had the motto of Die Standing. During a regular evening in the camp, I needed to go pee. I decided to go out the back of the camp and pee in a bush, telling only the crazy shaman in our camp that I was gone. After I'd walked out the camp and done my business, I turned round to return to camp only to be shot by a sniper. Now normally this wouldn't be much of an issue, but because nobody knew I was gone, nobody got to me during the death count. As such, I bled out in a bush. To this day, I still have my friends yell, "Die pissing!" at me. This is why you tell everyone where you're going, even if it's just for a quick slash. You need to... Safety first, children. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if there's a story that you have, put it down in the comments below, and if I get enough responses, I'll make a commenters only video. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.